Annabelle terror in the Amityville horror house. The Amityville horror house had long been infamous for its gruesome past and unrelenting aura of dread. For years, the town avoided the place, leaving its shadow to loom as a constant reminder of unspoken horrors. But when collectors announced that the cursed Annabelle doll was being transported to a secure vault and would pass through Amityville, whispers began to spread. What no one anticipated was the truck carrying the doll breaking down just outside the cursed house. The driver, oblivious to the house's sinister reputation, sought refuge there while waiting for repairs. He placed the doll inside the foyer, its blank stare reflecting the flickering light of his flashlight. The driver called for help, but before he could leave, the heavy front door slammed shut behind him. The temperature dropped, his breath visible in the stale air. "What the hell is this place?" he muttered, clutching his flashlight tightly. As he turned to inspect the door, the faint sound of laughter echoed from deeper within the house. His eyes darted to the doll, which now seemed to be sitting in a different position, its head slightly tilted. Suddenly, the house came alive with noises, footsteps on the creaking stairs, the faint hum of children's laughter, and whispers in a language he couldn't understand. The man, a skeptic by nature, tried to rationalize it. But then Annabelle's glassy eyes blinked. Panic surged as he bolted deeper into the house, hoping to find another exit. The laughter turned into cries, then guttural screams, as shadows danced along the walls. Every time he turned, he saw the doll, sitting, waiting, its presence both inanimate and oppressively alive. Upstairs, he found himself in a bedroom filled with broken furniture and dusty toys. He barricaded the door, his heart pounding. But the whispers found him there, growing louder, seeping into his thoughts. "Why did you bring her here?" the voices hissed. He turned to see Annabelle standing on the bed, her arms raised as if welcoming something unseen. The air grew heavy, the walls vibrating with an unearthly hum. The man screamed as the room plunged into darkness. When the light returned, he was no longer alone. The spirits of the house, grotesque, mangled, and enraged, surrounded him. Each carried a piece of their torment, a testimony to the evil that had taken root there long ago. Annabelle sat at their center, her painted smile widening unnaturally. The man tried to run, but the spirits held him in place, their cold hands pulling him into the void. His screams echoed, blending with the malevolent cacophony of the house. When the truck was found the next morning, the driver was missing. The door to the Amityville house stood ajar, the interior untouched, except for the doll, now sitting in the center of the living room. The doll was retrieved and placed in its vault, but those who handled it swore they felt unseen eyes watching. The house returned to silence, but the evil had tasted fresh fear, and Annabelle had left her mark on the cursed home, forever intertwining their legacies in darkness.